Hey guys, welcome back. This is Emil, and today I'm going to show you how to mount side skirts on your Passat 2012 up to 2019 North American model. These are the side skirts. This is the finish. Kind of like material, it's plastic. It's not fiberglass. I already wrapped this one in gloss black. I did a decent job wrapping it. I'm one of the worst vinyl wrappers ever, so I'm not going to show you how I did that one because it took me a lot of time to do it. But this one, they come with two little plastic ends, and then you have to purchase these ends separate. 1, 2. These are the parts numbers. Now on the inside part there is another trim that is actually glued to the side skirt. What I noticed in one of them, this one was not glued properly. As you can see, it's coming off, so I have to glue that. So if you are planning to buy this, you should double check those trims. Yeah, the shape, it's a bit different than I expected. They're kind of coming out a bit like this. I thought they're gonna be flat, but they're gonna look good though. We actually gonna need more parts for this. I thought I'm gonna be able to use the self-tapping screws, but not. Why to make it simple is make it more complicated so that we can buy more parts. So you're gonna need more parts actually. You're gonna need these bolts, 10 of them. They look like this. The part number. Then you're gonna need 2 adapters, white. This is the part number. You're gonna need 4 rivets. Look like this, and this is the part number. And also you're going to need 10 clips. So the part number. So the clip has 2 parts. It's part 1 and part 2. You're basically going to put this on your vehicle from underneath, and you're going to lock it in with this little block. As you can see, it has 1 tab on one side, and you're going to mount it so that the tab is towards this opening here. Once it's there, you just press. Do not press at this time because you're going to lock it in. It's going to be really hard to get it out. Basically, that's going to hold it on your car like this once you press this little block. And then you use these screws right here to secure your side skirts in place. Now what's interesting is that underneath the vehicle, you have to locate those areas where you have these holes. You're gonna find these holes. They have like some sort of a plug which you have to remove. But as you see my vehicle, it has this coating on top of that plug, so you have to cut it out in order to install your clips. If you look at the other ones, so I already cut it myself. You see? And this is another one right here. So you have to cut the membrane in order to get to the hole. Yeah, this was one of the plugs which I removed with the membrane. You put it right here, like that. Then you come with this block, and that's going to lock it in place. So what you have to make sure you do, you remove enough of this rubber insulation so that your clip sits flush with the underside of the car. And just so you know, there are 2 styles, and one for the left and one for the right, so you have 5 each. So you have to have this screw location towards the front of the vehicle always, with this opening facing outside of the vehicle. So this style is going to be on the left side of the vehicle, and this style is going to be on the right side of the vehicle. This is the back of the vehicle. You have to mount the 5 clips starting from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you mount them with the opening on facing the outside of the vehicle, and this pin for the screw has to be towards the front of the vehicle. And then at the front you're gonna find that this plug is actually on top of the membrane. At the front you're gonna use the white adapter, again with this opening facing the out of the vehicle. Press. And then use the block to lock it in. Because I broke this membrane around these clips, I'm going to seal it back with some clear silicone, which is made for kitchens and bathrooms. You can use any kind of sealant, but I do recommend to seal those areas because now you have exposed metal. The front one I don't have to seal it because I didn't cut the membrane. For all the other ones, add silicone. 3, 4, 5. Next I have to mount these end caps for each side skirt using these plastic rivets. If you look at the back, I'm looking for LH and RH, so I'm going to use LH for the LH side skirt because one end already has it. So install it at the other end. And this is meant to be mounted on top, not underneath. And you can see you have this stub that has to slide there in the back. In my case I have to cut the vinyl so I can slide it in. I just have to press this in. Work best with a plier. Now let's remove 2 screws, the one in the front, this one, and one in the back, this one. And this is the reason why I want to have these side skirts, because I damaged these panels here, both sides. And now I'm going to do the cleaning. I'm using some Windex. And then I'm going to use some alcohol. And this is the other side where I have the damage. Now get your heat gun ready and warm up a bit the double-sided tape. Now remove a bit of the tape on both ends. And do a cut in the middle with the same thing. So there you have, instead of 2 ends, you have 4 ends. I'm going to reuse the screws that I removed, the one in the front and the one in the back, and I'm going to attach the ends first so I can hold the side skirt in place, and then I'm going to do the side tape and the screws in the middle. Actually, I'm going to leave this double-sided tape for last because I want to see where exactly is that going to line up to. So I'm going to do next, I'm going to do the bottom screws. I've finished the torquing for all the screws, the one in the front, the 6th underneath, and the one at the back. Do it by hand because you're screwing into plastic, so you don't want to go too hard. The middle first. So you want to have multiple ends in case this breaks. I still have this end. I did my best to form a straight line. All I have to do is warm it up and press it hard. This is the view from behind without the side skirt. And this is with. Yeah, they look really good. It does make sense to do the screws first and then the double-sided tape, because if you do the double-sided tape first, you don't know exactly where to line it up. You might gonna go over this line and then you're not gonna reach the screws at the back. Like this, I tried to pull as far as I could, and I still have a super tiny line, but at least it's straight throughout. Yeah, and I like the design. It's flush at the back, then at the middle it sticks out, and then it's flush again at the front. It looks really good, and especially from behind it makes the car look sportier. Really like it.